What's up, guys and gals? It's me, Sasho. In today's video, part of my breakdown video series about Ghost Recon Breakpoint, I'll break down for you all the information we know about RPG elements in the game, like character progression, classes, enemies, and the new wood system. Okay, let's start with progression system. The new character progression system will be shared between PvE and PvP. In other words, you can keep your ghost progression throughout campaign and competitive gameplay mode, keeping the same customizations and same skills and same weapons for playing missions or playing new Ghost War. Another detail about game progression: it won't be like in Wildlands, where you unlock weapons by completing missions and tasks. And about weapons, I will talk more later in the video. Before that, let's take a look at new classes in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So like in Wildlands, Ghost Recon Breakpoint will also have class system. Each class will have its own progression system and also some challenges will be also available to complete. In other words, you have to play with each class in order to unlock specific perks that help you in your gameplay. The good news is that you have to unlock it once for campaign and new Ghost War. 4 classes will be available at launch and more will be added after post-launch. And we know 3 more will arrive first, since players will be able to unlock early 3 new classes with Year 1 Season Pass. So far from the walkthrough gameplay, we know first 4 classes that will be in the game. The Nomad itself was presented as an assault class, optimized for run and gun. I guess assault class will have more health compared to other 3 classes we know. Sharpshooter is the other class we saw. It's a sniper class who we saw loading 3 bullets, developers described as special ammo that deal extra damage, so access to special ammo will be sniper perk. Also, the sharpshooter will have loading time reduction on long range weapons and hold breath longer, giving more stability when aimed. And I think that belongs to class perk. The Panther class, which become popular among community, will have skills for stealth approach with exclusive smoke grenades to make a clean exit or to re-enter stealth state after alerting enemies. Also, the Panther class will move more silent and faster compared to other classes and harder to be detected by enemies. Panther class weapons will not have damage reduction when using suppressors. From what I've understand, seems like using suppressor for any other class will reduce the output damage. In the walkthrough gameplay, it was presented 1 more class with rocket launcher, light machine gun and grenades in its loadout. Unfortunately for this class, no any further information has been revealed so far. In general, each class will be weapon restricted. So for example, if you want to play with sniper, you have to play sharpshooter. But as from what I've understand, also you can mix a bit the stuff, since you can customize your loadout. However, the good news is that playing in co-op, there is no restrictions on creating squad with same classes, so there won't be any drama among teammates who will pick a favorite class to play in squad. You can create a squad of 4 Panthers, for example, as what developers have tried to describe during the post-show of the world premiere. By the way, in case you don't remember from my previous video, you can switch classes from the bivouac at any time. I guess if the bivouac is near to mission location, you may jump back and change class mid-mission. But I'm not sure how actually at any time should be interpret. However, we've already know that bivouacs will be available across the world. Okay, moving on, and let's look at enemies archetypes and enemies faction. So there will be 3 faction enemies at launch: wolves, sentinel and drones. Wolves, for the sake of the game story, they're iconic and easy to recognize. Wolves will be the toughest enemies. They're ex ghosts who turn it rogue. They will be more reactive than other enemies, more quicker, and remain in tactical formations. The Sentinel factions is a private military contractor hired to secure throughout the Aurora Island, and it have been revealed more details about this faction, who seems like to be more common enemies in the game. So far we know there will be 3 different archetypes of Sentinel: Rocket Gunner, Breacher, and Heavy. Those 3 were presented at the world premiere livestream post-show in more details. Let's look at what we know so far about those 3 archetypes. Rocket Gunner is distance range engagement. His rocket damage will create explosive attack with cascade effect. Also the rockets will have area of effect. Smaller covers against Rocket Gunner won't be a good position. On the counter side, developers has hinted the backpack of the Rocket Gunner will be a weak point. The Breacher, who will be deadly to players if engaged in close range, will be equipped with shotguns and flash grenades for suppress effect. Developers describe the Breacher will engage players towards. Sounds the same as the rushers from the Division. But anyway, third archetype we know is the Heavy. Full body, high level of armor equipped with minigun. Against this enemy, precision and patience will be the key to take it down easy. 2 headshots, one for the helmet and another for head. Also best moment to engage Heavy is when reloading or is his minigun is on a cooldown. Besides human enemies, there will be AI drone enemies. There will be variety of drone archetype enemies. Already we've seen 2 types of air drones, like this one Ezreal looks like a plant, and also those smaller like swarms, Malphus drone. But we've also seen another 3rd type of air drone, and I think this is what developers has described as a carrier drone. In an interview with PC Gamer's website, this drone seems like will carry other ground drones. And talking about ground drones, we've see few variety as well. Also regarding an image of a wolves patrolling in formation with a ground drone, since wolves dispose with reprogrammed drones, so probably that kind of encounter will be part of the roaming enemies around Aurora. In terms of how much damage drones will resist, seems like it will depend on their type, as what developers describe. For example, the smaller flying drones won't take a lot of bullets before you take it down. However, will be hard to hit, and more tanky drones will probably have more armor, but will be easy to hit. I guess if we follow the logic with Sentinel's Heavy or Rocket Gunner, tanky drones might be also have some weak points to aim. We have a few more details. General for all enemies, developers describe it as more advanced AI enemies will communicate amongst themselves to hunt down players if detected. If enemy becomes suspicious, depending on the risk of the situation, they will choose to either stalk the player's last known position or send out a radio call to either alert the camp or send over reinforcements. Also, enemies need to investigate before they can actually find you if you remain hidden. And I think this statement was presented in the walkthrough gameplay by the new prong camo feature, where Nomad cover himself with mud to remain hidden for the enemies who came from his rear. Another detail regarding enemies, developers has also hinted some of the higher level enemies may have abilities as well. I'm not sure if this only refers to the Wolves faction or maybe something else. And to end up the topic about enemies in the video, developers has already stated many times, enemy units won't be bullet sponge. High level NPCs will possible to take down with one shot. Just to clarify the statement, regardless tanky drones, all other human type enemies with some armor probably will require a few shots to take down the armor first, then with one shot you can take down the enemy unit. And I guess human faction enemies like wolves will have probably higher level of armor. Okay, final topic for this video is about the new loot system in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now players will be able to take weapon right off the bodies of enemies. But weapons won't be the only item you can loot from the downed NPCs. Also, piece of gear, cosmetic item like hat is what has been revealed by 2 different sources who had a chance to play demo version of the game. But the variety of loot is not finishing here. E-scale currency may also drop from NPCs. So my speculation here is, as we know from my previous video, in the hideout there will be a place to buy weapons. So this is where E-scale currency would be my worth spending. One more detail, the wood you can gather from NPCs will be a tiered wood, but there is not yet any more details about tier wood system. However, from a video of a Joe Raptor, who is a YouTuber making similar content, who had a chance to play a demo version of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, described a weapon he got from an NPC as a purple wood, and same wood has dropped to gaming journalists from gaming news outlet who had also a chance to play the same demo version, but he got the same weapon as a green wood. However, another way you can find wood across the world. Chests wood will be also available that might contain weapons upgrade. And last thing, since we're yet on a wood topic, there will be a system to pin all the weapons, all the items, all the crafting where they will appear in your interface exactly like if it was a story mission. Personally, this statement sounds like a user interface option to pin wood on the map or something like that. Anyway, before I end up the video, one more detail I've missed previously to list in my survival mechanics video. It's a good thing as it sounds. I think refers to the wood system in the game. In interview for PC Gamers, developers revealed as you progress through the game, you will almost always have bandages on you because you can pick them up throughout the world. You don't have to craft those all the time. I think from this statement, words pick bandages throughout the world probably again refer to wood drop from NPCs. Okay, that's enough for this video, guys and gals. I hope everything I've collected as an information and break it down in the video was informative to you. Once again, I'm doing my best with my broken English and video script to deliver as much as I can pleasant narration. Probably one more longer video I'll upload about gameplay details of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and then few more shorter about game story, game world, customizations and post-launch game updates probably. After that I will wait for E3 for more new details, and after that for Gamescom as well. Meanwhile, I will only upload some gameplay videos, so stick around if this is what you would like to watch. Consider subscribe if you are new to my channel. Leave a like to this video if you enjoyed watching as well. Leave a comment if you have what to say. Thanks for watching.